Trader Dub here with Dub Traders. Listen, trader, ma'am, sir, when you're working on your system, working on your edge, if all you're doing is putting on a system that is just telling you a possible entry, yet is not providing you with the stop loss, the cut it, the you're out of it, the take the L and move on, as well as profit zones, not just a profit target. You can have it be a zone. A zone, maybe it's a 10-cent zone, 15-cent zone, 20-cent zone. Your system will tell you how big the zone will be over time. Okay? But you do have to have all three of those. So if all you're looking at is I don't care what type of indicator it is. I mean, we can spit them all out. It does not matter. A line, you name it. If all you're looking for and locked in on is your entry, then you've lost. I don't care if you do make profit on it, because guess what? Statistically, it's an L. Because over time, just getting in and then having to make on the fly decisions like that will go against you. The market is what? A roaring lion. It's looking to devour any trader that is not coming into the ticker fully prepared. Is the unexpected going to take place? Sure. Of course it is. That's part of the game. But you are way more prepared than a person that's just looking at an entry. That wick comes, slamming down. You still have, whether it's your support lines or zone lines or Fibonacci lines, something that could indicate, okay, yes, that big old sell-off right there, that sucked. But I'm still not having a cut. It's still not my cut zone. It's still has a chance to pop its way back into some profit zones where I can scale out of this before it possibly could go against me. So you have those type of thoughts and theories. So as a trader, if you do not have all the pieces you need, don't trade. And if you are going to trade, 1, 2, 3 shares, 10 at the very max, but I don't even know why you'd go there if you can't manage 3 shares properly. And when I say don't trade, that doesn't mean, go have a beer and sit on the swing. No, it means screen time. Screen time is literally sitting and watching as many charts as you can play out. And when I say watching as many charts play out, I don't mean jump into this ticker, type in another ticker, jump to this ticker, put in another ticker, jump to that one. I mean watching a ticker that has volume, has attention to it, is, people are focusing on it, and you're watching it play out as you're working on your setting your entry, setting support resistance, setting profit zones, setting your cut areas, and you're taking notes and you're getting the visual, and you keep doing that. Let's say, you do that, watch that ticker for 2 hours. Now you go find another ticker. You line it all up from what happened, the 2 hours before you got to the ticker. Now you watch it unfold. And then you see, hey, what's the ticker story and how's it playing out? That's the way you have to play in this game, all right? So, Dub Trader, I'm out. I got to get cruising because I'm got to go meet my buddy for some breakfast. Trader Dub, I'm out. We got Discord room. We're going to grind you. We're going to shine you. We're going to polish you. So if you got questions, or if you got nuggets, or if you got hiccups, hit us up. Dub Traders, Discord, link below. Woo! So we're going to do a little ticker game time. Woo! All right. So on Thursday, October 7th, we had the ticker VYGR. Starting to set up, getting some movement. I do know on Friday, ticker VYGR did find a baseline, and really the volume poured in it, and it made a, like, I believe around a $2 move if you got into that action. So what I want to talk about, and why you're looking at this ticker, is I've zoomed in so I can't see to the right. And though this ticker was being talked about on Thursday, so it did have traders looking at it, I want to talk about when a ticker just starts moving. And a mistake I see with traders with a year and under experience still is they start watching this ticker and it starts moving up. They're excited. It starts going across, starts moving up again. So normally this move right here, it's going up. They've already got excited by this little bit of movement because this was, you know, the 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 50 minutes after the bell. They haven't made any trades. They got the blood flowing. They've drinking 4 cups of coffee. So now the movement, and bam, now they're in. So about right here, they're in. Or right here, they're in. And they're just looking for this next up. So around, what is that, 385. This area normally I would say is typical. So now they're in. You see anything on this line? Any lines, indicators, anything? Do they have a plan? No. And it's scary to think how common it is to jump in because something's moving up, but you're not planned out. So now they're in. Let's just say they perfectly timed it, 385 up here instead of, you know, down here or even here or here. They're up here, 385. So now it's moving up. It's moving up. Just went up a dime. They're like, oh yeah, $4. Oh yeah, it's got to keep going. Oh, nice little easy pullback. So, you know, went up basically to 403, we'll call it. Start pulling back. It's at 395. So they're up maybe 10 cents right now if they didn't sell anything. But they're not thinking about selling at this point. No, because they haven't thought that far ahead. So now they're up basically 10 cents. They need to go up more than that because they're like, oh, 10 cents. Oh, no, I see all the gurus are making thousands and thousands of dollars and getting $1, $2, $3, $4, $5 a share. I can't cut this at 10 cents, so I'm going to wait. All right. So now let's see what happens here with no plan. We'll break it out. That was, here we go. All right. So here it is at that coming back state, 395. It popped back up. You know, we know tickers a lot of times like to make that final gasp. Still, they're like, no, I'm not cutting here. Now look how this just played. Down and down and down. You know, they're in 385. It's coming down, it's coming down. Oh, here's a big trick. It just happens to start consolidating by your entry. You don't have a plan now. Emotions are very heightened. The market's roaming around like a roaring lion. Roar! Who hasn't planned? Now look. Do you think you're going to stay disciplined without any plan of cutting? Nope. Because remember, obviously you can't see all this action. So now as it's consolidating, you're biting your nails. Biting your nails. Oh, it's got to go back up. Biting the nails. Bam, it breaks down. Okay, I need that retest now. I need to break even. I'm biting the nails. Oh, it's coming up. It's coming up. Falls back down. Oh, boy. Let me average down. I got to average down. I mean, I don't have a plan. Is averaging down a plan? It's got to be a plan. Averaging down. Okay, that's the plan. Biting the nails. Keeps going. Keeps going. Keeps going. Now what? You cutting? You don't continue averaging down? Are you hoping for all this to come up here? That's what takes place a lot of times. It gets sad and it gets mad and it gets bad quick. So let's see if they would have taken a moment, what could have taken place with the plan. So here's a chart, the exact same reference on the chart. These lines, the blue lines are support lines, which I just got from pre-market action over here in this area. You can't see it all the way, but if you look more left. So I threw up some lines from pre-market. I was drawn to this 356 area, so I wanted to see how the pullback would come. These red lines are resistance that took place during pre-market action. So as the bell rang, it started doing its thing, sell off. I'm watching it, trying to see if it gets into my target zones, because for me, I like to trade in zones. So if I was looking to buy here, it came down, came back up, came in a little bit of resistance, and tested it for a second time. So here my eyes are getting wide. I'm not biting nails. My eyes are wide. I'm like, okay, I have a reference point of being able to cut and enter off of this area. Could I be wrong? Absolutely, I could be wrong. This could be where it just breaks. I cut, and guess what? This setup could happen 20 minutes down the road. I just happened to be early, and then it happened to play out. But let's see what happens. It comes down. This orange line is a line that I'm buying in, so I'm looking at 361-ish. Bam, I'm in. Goes right into resistance. I'm confident. It goes into here. This green line is a sell zone, so I'm looking to sell some of the shares. The red is resistance, pulls back down. The resistance becomes support. It's holding, comes back in to hit some more. Holding, nothing here is out of the ordinary. It's smooth action. I see the lower wicks. I'm on a 1 minute time frame. It's doing a nice U shape. So now as it's U shaping up, you can see I got another sell zone. So now I'm taking more shares off. And so let's just say this starts breaking down and going this way instead of up. Well, guess what? I have my support line. This red line turns blue, but I also have a sell zone. So I'm selling some of those shares on the way down. I'm not just holding going, nope, I'm only selling on the up. No, you can sell on the down as well. So I use it. I use pretty much everything for double meanings. And so now this happens to go up. So it's going up. I got sell zones. I got sell zones. I got resistance. Got a sell zone up here it never hit into. But again, as it's trickling down, I'm moving some shares off the table. So let's see what happens, since, you know, we know what happened from the last chart I just showed you. And where was that? That was right here. So as it came in here and started working its way down, look at the difference between a system of being prepared. And this could be anything. You can put up your trend lines, you know, SMAs from all across the map, indicators all across the map. The whole point is just being prepared with your zones, with your entries, with your cut losses, with your stop losses, with same thing as your cut loss, I know. You know, your target zones, all that good stuff. What you need to see dance out to be a profitable trader. So on the way down, I'm selling if I had any shares left, instead of going, ugh, do I average down? Do I average down? You know what happens when you average down. It may save you a couple times, but those bruises that leaves on your behind, you'll never forget them. Don't do that. Trader Dub, I'm out.